Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the very first ever Unprofessional Review. And today's review, Infamous Second Son. We're going to kick it off big time. So, Unprofessional Review. Do not expect any structure to this. Do not expect any standards. Do not expect a script to have been written, because you know what my script is for this? Boom. That's all the script's going to be. Misspelled names and whatnot. So, what do I have to say about Infamous? Well, here on the Unprofessional Review, we're going to break it down into three different categories. Gameplay, story, and graphics. That's going to be the main points in an Unprofessional Review, alright? So let's hit the first one. Graphics. Holy crap, Infamous Second Son looks amazing. The game is just beautiful with particle effects, the structure, just the lighting. It's just great, and I'm sure I can throw up a few little screenshots or in this area to show you what I mean, because the game is gorgeous. The main thing that really stands out is the particle effects, which seems a lot of games on the PS4, that's what people are looking at, the particle effects. I'm sure Particle Man would be proud. Not Triangle Man, though. But, yeah, the particle effects look great, especially when Delsin turns into smoke and, shoots through a vent and then pops up through the top of a building. Just the way he forms back together and everything, it looks fantastic. It absolutely does, and when he uses his neon powers, holy crap, it just looks so good. So yeah, graphics-wise, Infamous, top of the ladder right now, and to be quite honest with you, did not expect to see a PlayStation 4 game to look this good this early in its life cycle. It boggles the mind right now about how good games on the PS4 and even the Xbox One and PC are going to be like in the next coming years, because if Infamous Second Son is any indication, PlayStation 4 owner has some really good graphics to look forward to. Next up, story. Story and characters. Now, this is where Infamous Second Son gets a little from me. Simply because, character-wise, I really like Delsin. I like Delsin a lot more than I liked Cole. Cole was like, I've got these powers. I don't know what to do with them. Delsin, on the other hand, he gets powers and he's like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. Which is fucking awesome. So, Delsin, I really like the character. Reggie was great as well. And side characters, Fetch was kind of bonkers, which was awesome. Eugene reminded me of myself a bit. The whole bullying thing and just being a nerd and whatnot. So I really liked his character. I could relate to him. The main villain in the game, Augustine, she was alright. I was expecting a little bit more of a twist coming at the end, but nothing like that. And that's kind of where the story kind of goes. It was good. Don't get me wrong, the story in Infamous Second Son, it was good, but it could have been a whole lot better. And the same thing can go with the moral choice system in the game. It's easy to see that Sucker Punch really played it safe here. They really played it safe. Can't say I blame them for that. That's alright. It's good to play it safe sometimes. But yeah, choice-wise, not much of a difference. Without spoiling anything, yeah, you're not going to see that big of a difference. But, yeah, the story could have been better. It could have been a whole lot better. And hopefully, Sucker Punch is working on some DLC for us, maybe? Outside of the paper trail. Maybe some more story DLC. That would be nice. Please, Sucker Punch. Anyways, enough begging for DLC. Never thought I'd be doing that, to be honest with you. But yeah, the story was alright. Nothing spectacular. It was good. Could have been great, though. And finally, gameplay. Now this is where Infamous Second Son shines the most. I mean, I mentioned the graphics were amazing, story was alright, but gameplay, oh my god, I had so much fun playing this game. When I saw that was an easy platinum, I was like, alright, I'll get through my first playthrough. That'll be alright, that'll be fun, then maybe I'll put it down, come back to it a couple weeks later to do an Evil playthrough. But the gameplay was so much fun that I found myself doing both back to back to get the platinum. Just the progression of the powers, when you get smoked, you're like, oh man, this is awesome. Shooting in through vents and flying up through the air. It's fun. It's great. I'm never going to use the other powers. When I got Neon, it was like, oh my god, I can move around the city now so much faster. I can use these new abilities to kill enemies much more efficiently. And then the next power was the same thing. It was like, oh my god, this is a great increase. It was great. Like, the progression of how you get the powers, the gameplay in that was fantastic. I can't really put words together for it because it was so damn good. It really was. So yeah, gameplay wise, it's so much fun. And the different little missions you can do was great. The little spray paint mechanic was incredible. Like, when the game opens up with you doing a spray paint thing, it's like, turn your controller on the side and shake it. And it's like, really? You got me doing this? But once you do it for the first time, it's something that's so simple, so basic, and should be tossed off as a gimmick, but it works so well. And using the DualShock 4, I wish I had my controller nearby, but I'll use my phone instead. But using like a DualShock like this and as a spray can was great. And the speaker in the controller actually makes a sound if you rattle it, like a spray paint sound. When you start spraying, you get that sound out of the controller. And the light lights up whatever color you're painting with. So it was great. Absolutely great. Something so simple made so good. And yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, there maybe could have been a little bit more variety in the type of things you can do for side missions, but they were fun. I enjoyed them. I found myself running around doing all the spray paint missions. Hell, I cleared the first island as soon as I had the smoke powers leveled up enough. Hell, when I got Neon, I was able to upgrade it to max right away, as soon as I unlocked each of the individual powers for it. So, gameplay-wise, I had a phenomenal time with Infamous Second Son. So now, Infamous Second Son. Here on the Unprofessional Review, I ain't going to give review scores. You ain't going to see no 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or 1 out of 10 or whatever. You're going to get one of 4 different categories, alright? And those are... Let me point this way, I guess. Those are... Buy it! Wait for a sale! Probably down further. Rent it, if possible. I don't know, there's no place around here now to rent games. Sad face. And finally, fuck it. Or as I like to call it, the ride to hell category. Alright? So, what should you do for Infamous Second Son? Well, I can tell you now, you can clear fuck it off the list. You can clear rent it off the list. You can fucking clear wait for a sale off the list. Because with Infamous Second Son, go out and buy this motherfucker. Alright? That's my review for Infamous Second Son. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Lord X. You've been awesome. This has been the very first ever unprofessional review from Lord X. Maybe more coming in the future of past games and new games, whatever types of games, maybe even movies. But until then, I will catch you next time.